This is where we actually use Quickseam FormFlash to go around our pipe flashing. What we're actually doing is making some marks which are 75mm away from the pipe in all directions. Doesn't matter how wide the pipe is, we do the same thing. We use a straight edge to make some straight crayon marks to create a footprint where the FormFlash is going to go. And then of course we use some Quick Prime Plus placed in that area. You'll notice the Quick Prime Plus exceeds the crayon marks. This is to make sure that we always have enough primer to go beyond any of the flashing tapes. Just quickly measuring that we've got the right amount of Quickseam FormFlash to put into position. And we're rounding off the corners to make those more secure. Once the primer is ready to be mated with the Quickseam FormFlash, we'll remove the backing paper and offer it into place. Now what we need to do is make some marks on the back of the FormFlash in line with the pipe. What we're going to do here effectively is remove a bell-shaped section from the FormFlash. But the design of this makes sure that we have probably 25mm of FormFlash just starting to creep up the edges of the pipe there. So we'll remove that section of the Quickseam FormFlash and then offer the rest of the patch into position. Finish off with the rollers, remove any of the air channels that are present at the pipe edge, working from the back to the front to expel any air, and then of course finish with the silicone roller. Now we're going to repeat the procedure, but the second piece of Quickseam FormFlash is going to overlap on the section that we're priming at the moment, so of course we need to put some primer on to make sure that secondary piece of FormFlash will stay secure, and it's just a simple repeat procedure. Don't forget of course to remove any of the air channels, working with the penny roller, working from the centre of the pipe going outwards to the outer edges. That will remove any potential air blisters being caught underneath the flashing tape. Finish off with the silicone roller of course. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put our final piece of the Quickseam FormFlash onto the pipe. Well, we're going to measure the areas where it's needed. We're going to mark 175mm up the pipe and 75mm down onto the roof deck, and we'll apply the primer to all these areas. Once we've established that of course that it is tacky, we'll get our piece of FormFlash and apply it into position. We have to make sure that the vertical section goes on first, so we wrap it all the way across until it almost meets up with the place where we started. We need to bring part of this FormFlash down onto the roof deck simply so we can prime that area, And we need to make sure that it's tacked off effectively. And once we've established that, we can then continue to overlap it and attach it to the vertical pipe. Once we've made sure that it's in position on the vertical, all we have to do then is offer the flange down onto the roof deck, and that will then sit securely. Finish off with the rollers to remove any potential air channels or any open sections of the flange itself.